Hello, good morning. It is VEDA day 10. We're chugging along. I decided to try again, just holding my phone. So I apologize if it gets really shaky, because I talk with my hands and someone's pulling in front of me, so this is awkward. So today I want to talk about taking a break from reading. Not necessarily reading slumps, just taking a break from reading. And sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it is really needed. And specifically for me this week, I've just been listening to podcasts, and I have a bunch of podcasts downloaded today to listen to as well, which by the time you're saying this, I would have already listened to them. But sometimes you just need a break from reading. And for me, it came after finishing Assassin's Quest, which is almost a 40-hour book, and I finished it and immediately went into Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda because it was expiring. So it's been a long couple of weeks just listening to one book and then going right into another book and finishing it pretty much in one sitting. Like, I finished it that day. And so I just kind of don't feel like listening to a book and investing that much time this week into another book. So I've been listening to podcasts, which podcasts are kind of awesome. Specifically, I've been listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I've been listening to this podcast called Harry Potter and the Sacred Text. And I lied, I am going to put this up because I'm talking longer than I anticipated. So I've been listening to Harry Potter and the Sacred Text, and which is actually kind of fun. It's these two people, Casper and I forget the girl's name, but they're reading Harry Potter as if it were like the Bible. So what they do is each week they go through a different chapter. They're either almost through book one, I think, out of what's out. And so like each week they go through a chapter of Harry Potter and they read that chapter with a set theme. So for example, chapter 1 of book 1, the theme was, what was the theme? Okay, chapter 2, the theme was loneliness. Commitment, that was chapter 1. So, commitment and loneliness were the first two chapters. Those are the first two that I've listened to, the only two that I've listened to so far. And so, like, what they do is they give you a recap of what the chapter is, and then they go through, and each week they take a different religious practice and practice it with the book. So far they've done 2 of the same. They've did, I forget what it's called, but it's a Christian practice where you just randomly flip to a page and put your finger down, and that word, phrase, or sentence that it lands on, you have to dissect it in 4 different ways. At least that's how they're doing it. And it's really interesting, like seeing how they go through and dissect it, and like dissect it as if it were sacred, as if it were like what they're basing their life on. And it's very interesting. It makes you read or look at it in a whole new light. Like, I never thought that I would ever feel for the Dursleys anything but disgust and hatred. But they make you like look at their lives differently. Like, for example, the first one was the commitment, and they're like if you think about it, Vernon is really committed to his job, and like, I don't know, just the way that they go through it. It's a really good podcast. Again, that's Harry Potter and the Sacred Text. So, all you Harry Potter people out there, might be something you might be interested in. I'm actually planning on catching up within the next few days, because I think there's only like 11 out, and they're only like 20 to 30 minutes long, so they're not long at all. So I'm hoping to kind of catch up, and then eventually start reading the chapters with them. I think I'll get more out of the podcast that way. I could do it now, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to listen to them. I feel like I know the first book well enough that I don't need to go through and reread the chapters. It'll be especially interesting once we get to like the bigger books, but I think it's going to be fun just reading a chapter a week. I don't know. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be awesome. But the other podcasts I was listening to yesterday, I'm going to listen to more today because I feel like I need to listen to more. But it's called Disney Princess Deathmatch. And it's fun, but at the same time, they kind of annoyed me. Like, I need to get going soon. But like, so what they're doing is they're watching every Disney Princess movie, and like in order of how they were released, and they're judging the princess on various criteria. And then they're determining who is the best Disney princess. It's flawed. Like, their system is totally flawed, because the one girl is obviously a fan of Cinderella, and as of where I listened, I only listened to the Beauty and the Beast one. Like, I I don't know, it's flawed. I can make another video about that podcast. Actually, I might tomorrow once I listen to a couple of more episodes. Excuse me. But it's pretty good. I need to listen to a couple more episodes. But yeah, anyways, that's really all I had to say. Did not intend for this to be 5 minutes long, but I started talking about Harry Potter. So yeah, that's what I've got. Sometimes you just kind of gotta take a break from reading. I haven't physically read anything because the Olympics are on. Also, I got a new game over the weekend, so I played that all day Sunday. I haven't had a chance to play yet this week. I might play some more tonight. It's Rune Factory 4 for the DS. It's fun. It's basically a Harvest Moon game, but there's like dragons and monsters and stuff that you can have as pets. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Let me know some of your favorite podcasts. That would be fun. I've been looking for some new podcasts. Just, I don't know, podcasts are fun. I'm not a huge podcast person, but slowly as I'm finding more interesting ones, I've been getting into them more. So yeah, that's all I got for today because I gotta go into work, and hopefully you guys are having a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.